Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hmm? It's spring, sorta. Well, we got a plugged up culvert, so we'll kind of go through how to undo that. It had been open earlier this spring, but then we got water running and then it got cold again and then it froze all the culverts. So I got a bunch of calves running around that I don't want to be taking a chance on them getting in this ditch. So what we'll do is get a sump pump. Works. We got juice, and what we got is the culverts right here. And you can see the water's running over the road. So there's the end of the culvert right in there. So I gotta get the hose going and start jamming it into the frozen culvert, and then just the water movement will eat the ice away and open it up, and hopefully it's not frozen too far back in. Want me to throw your stick for you? All right, buddy. All right. Hooked up, running, water. Might take a little bit for me to actually wear away the ice down here to get it into the end of the culvert. And it hits ice right away. And so we'll just let it run and start working our way in. The water doesn't have to be too warm for it to actually make some progress. I remember in years past I've tried to find the culvert and I've been pushing the hose into the dirt, and once you can feel any part of the culvert, well, then you know which direction you're going. So I'll work at it and find the end of the culvert and start feeding it in. Then hopefully I'll be able to push through fairly quickly. And the fun part is seeing the water running. Well, that took about 5 minutes. It was frozen just up on this edge here. The whole rest of the way was open. I ran it in the other side. And just a little bit I ran it in there, it broke through. You can see the turbulence down there from the water coming over the road compared to what's coming through the culvert. And as soon as it eats away at the rest of that ice in the line there, you'll get a real good flow. You'll be able to see a good flow. Well, there it's wide open. Well, that's going to really go. And by morning, that ditch will be empty. It's just a 4-inch heavy walled PVC pipe is all that's in there. But for the amount of water that runs off the barn, that's good enough. The only time it flows over the road is in the spring. So there you go. we'll get a shot of, oh yeah, we'll get a shot of the, well, the ditch in the, when it's finished draining. You can see a little whirlpool. Oh, it's having a hard time. Having a hard time focusing. There's a little whirlpool, and you can just see the whiteness of the end of the culvert right there, or the pipe. I can't tell, my vision isn't very good, so I can't see if this is focusing or not, but there you go. And there you go. Soggy Spring in northern Minnesota. I think it's the 8th of April today. We still have a lot of snow. That's all right. Last year, they already were putting their crops in. We're not concerned about that. All we do is make hay. There he is at his post with his stick. Well, here we are, a few hours later. Water's still running. Heading towards Lake of the Woods. It's right around 7. And there's our little whirlpool still. And the culvert is quite a bit closer. He's not making so much noise this time. I'd say about, give it a couple more hours and it'll probably be all drained down as far as it's going to go. And then all the snow around is going to keep feeding in, so it'll keep running for 2-3 days. Well, that's life on the farm. And that's kind of a rite of spring around here, is draining stuff, getting things opened up. I'm working on the septic is frozen, so there's no flushing toilets over here for a little bit. Take care. See ya.